you are going to a hospital and you are picking the energy of the deceased, if you are going to a burial ground, you are picking the energy of the buried, and if you are going to a place which is haunted by something, Aspen will heal you. So it is a great healer of your subconscious patterning of paranormal, paranoical, and also metaphysical elements. So while you are in the process of spiritual awakening, it is quite common that you need Aspen for a longer period, and it associates you to the cosmos very closely. If you want, if a person is not going outside, if a person is not going outside, if your children is not going outside, always sitting at home and not doing any work, you give Aspen for 1 month, he'll go out. If there is now closeness between husband or wife, take Aspen. If the file is not closed, take Aspen. If you cannot reach the destination of your meditation, take Aspen. It closes everything, and it is very closer. The tendency which is very closer to your mind is that Aspen, because it takes you deeper and you are in control of your thought. You cannot, you are at the mercy of Aspen flower to come out of that. So it is a grand opening. It is a grand opening of channels to the universe. It is channeling you to the universe. It is connecting you to the universe. It is networking to the universe. It is networking you to the other people's consciousness so that you get closer. You give informations from others. You get you send information to others. You just try. You can give information. You take if a person is there in US, or if a person is there in Australia, you tell them to take Aspen. You take Aspen, you send messages without texting, they'll get the message. It is networking of messages, networking of all the things, and at a point of time the network disappears, the blankness is there, and you become total cosmos. So you become intellectual, you become everything, you become unknowable, and you become all knowing. So that is cosmos, that is Aspen.
It looks like a cat tail hair like appearance, this flower, and it is like Amanishyatin Malar, like occult flower and mystery flower, even we can say that. And even its name refers like trembling fear. Normally, this is like top down energy flows in Aspen. Um, like a remedy for any fear whose cause can be named, but here like there is no cause for the fear, unknown fear, and it may be, it's an uneasy anxiety and something frightening that may happen, but not so sure like what is happening. Sometimes like they'll be thinking it's a nighttime fear or nightmare kind of stuff, and these people will be bounced with the occult images or visions without their notice, and it will be uh, they'll be bombarded with the thoughts, like sequence of thoughts. And the fear is called like vague unknown fears. So there is no explanation or reason, even they will not be able to narrate it or like explain it, because even they will be feeling that if it is unexplainable, and even if I say like I don't know whether people will be really understanding or trusting it if I say so. There's no reasonable explanation for them. And this tree has like barks and leaves are normally used to make medicine. And this has golden yellow leaves, and it has been prepared with the boiling method, found in red color. So it brings warmth from fear to get the courage when aspen is given. Normally, like these people will be having acidity problem, hyperacidity, hyperactivity, and hyperventilation. myopia, panic attacks, travel sickness, and even if people are like having underweight or overweight, um, serious mental illness, psychosis, all these may happen because this is a sensitive flower. Even we have other flowers, but this sensitivity has more impact on the health because of the fear without knowing the reason. And they'll be keeping the doors and sleeping. Mostly kids will be affected because, like, if we are saying,
It is the quality of parents who have to tell that we are there for you. You don't no need to bother. There is nothing to worry because good or bad are one, and you have to find awareness. That is the major thing you have to give for our children. Don't make them fear of anything. Okay, it will develop into aspen fear afterwards. So kindly give them courage and give them assurance that the children are there, and if at all there are teachers of orphanage or the caretakers, you just give them that quality because there we can find the aspen needed people there. So keep in mind that.
Aspen is no, actually, Aspen has not been mentioned in detail even in Bachelor book, and it's because like it's overlooked, but it has more sensitivity and it has more meaning too. And after Aspen, will be
Why
into the.
there is no much reference is that it is more of internal. You cannot explain. It is inexplicable and it is not explainable. That's why but the quality is very real, very much needed, and the closeness. Anything you want to close, anything you want to complete, Aspen will do. Hmm.
And it will give healthy knowledge and trust and very like a good health along with the sleep. Restless sleepy people can take this and they'll have sound sleep, and they'll be a courageous people, and ultimately this flower is like divine power of love to receive and to give.
Aspen. These people often takes what if happens. I am riding car or bike now. What if I meet with accident? I am going to sleep now. What if I dead in the bed? This kind of unwanted fear will appear often within them. Not only appear, they will watch scene by scene like a movie, all those things inside their mind. They will never share this kind of fear to others. They cannot say the reason for that. Those who have become too opened up by certain group meditation techniques can become overly turned into in and become stuck on these planes. Individuals who have been through bed trips while on drugs often react similarly. The people getting up
I
from
think
bed
it's another important aspect which triggers the mentality which needs Aspen is drug addiction. That too, many drugs which is given for spiritual upliftment or spiritual development that will open the realms of consciousness or realms of frequencies which is disturbing. So keep in mind that. So if you are using some drugs for meditation, we just remove that and put aspirin in that place, and it will do. And some at a particular point of time, you don't need aspirin also. So you will understand clearly that batch flowers which we are dealing are very closely with the frequency of Dr. Batch, and also a kind of a development of batch consciousness. We are not dealing with a disease or problems or clearing your family debts or solving the problems of our family, children, and professional things. It is ultimate understanding, healing, which is happening inside you, and in turn it tells you the mission of your life and the purpose of your life. So if there are people who are in search of getting remedies for your problems, kindly wait. It is not this platform will not give that. It will give ultimately your consciousness to be aware of itself. Okay. The understanding has to be in a way that we need to understand what the frequency is about, what we are talking about. So when you want to tell something, some information about Aspen, you will miss the frequency. When you go deeper, that's why I saw when you go deeper into the frequency, at that point frequency enters, it starts healing it. So don't try to give or take the information, but trying to understand the vibe. That is the message of Aspen.
The people getting up from bed in midnight will full of sweating need Aspen. These people believe black magic and are afraid about that. If they are physically not well, suddenly they will think about somebody may did black magic to me. Again, we need to think about the nature's flow of flowers, which was found by Dr. Batch. Young people have too many responsibilities. These people once in a while need Aspen because they will have the fear, what if something happens to me? In some situations, they will act weird and ask excuse for that. Something was entered inside me and controlled me to do this. They need Aspen. In teenage girls, when they are getting to the puberty time, due to some hormonal changes, Aspen tendency may created. Sometimes it may created by watching horror movies and hearing ghost movies or stories also. In extreme state of Aspen, needed children or adults will tell somebody is watching me. Single kid may have Aspen tendency. Due to loneliness, they may imagine a character around them and started talking and living with them. Sometimes they talk with their toy and treat them as a human. When you give Aspen to these kids, they will come out from their world and connect with the real world. These people will tell what will going to happen in future. Even sometimes our pet animals also need Aspen. In wholeness state, feels at ease with spiritual and psychic phenomena, goes to new situation and places without picking up negative energies, transmute lower psychic energies, able to meditate and sleep without fears of the unknown.